Welcome to tonight's Thursday Night Live with me, Emily.
And me, Amy. We're going to start this week's show by doing something a bit different to usual.
Everyone who watched last week will remember we trashed ex-Big Brother housemate Alex and her signature phrase, "Remember, I told you that."
During that section, we came up with what we think is an amazing idea of turning that phrase into a ringtone. So during the week, we've taken it upon ourselves to create that ringtone. Emily, would you like to play that ringtone?
I would. Exclusive to TNL, you heard it here first. Remember, we told you that.
Back to some sort of usual structure, we're going to announce our favourite answer to last week's weekly question, which was, is it better to go out or stay in? And our favourite answer came from Rachel on bebo.
Rachel's answer was, I don't think either is better. It's really all about what you plan to do. If you plan the night out, go out and have a good time. But if there's nothing wrong with having a nice night in, if it's wandering the streets for no reason. Thank you for that answer, and to everyone else who submitted answers to last week's question. Rachel will be in our top friends on bebo this week, but after this week's question and next week it could be you.
This week, Emily and I read an article entitled The Key to Friendship is Respect and Privacy.
In this article, Dr. Adams said, what women tend to do is err on the side of I can't read, sorry. What women tend to do is err on the side of sharing too much. They do it because they believe self-disclosure is the road to intimacy. In the same article, Michelle Vinson said that if you're a real friend, you respect another person's right not to disclose her deepest secrets or most private thoughts and feelings. If you're secure within yourself, you don't have to tell everything all at once.
And that article raised two questions to us. Does telling someone everything bring them closer together? And if you are a real friend, does not telling your friends everything count as lying? What do we think?
I think knowing everything about someone helps you to understand them more and sort of how they feel and how they think and stuff like that.
Otherwise, it looks like your relationship's fake and that you can't trust them.
Yeah, because I think it does show you trust someone if you feel sort of comfortable telling them things you wouldn't tell other people.
But what if you had a problem with trust though? They'd see it as lying. They'd think, oh, you don't trust me and all that. And
yeah,
the relationship would just be fake.
Exactly, because you wouldn't know. If like with us, I always know what you're thinking.
Same.
Because we sort of tell each other everything. But if you didn't, if someone was like upset or cross about something, with like me, if I'm ever upset or cross, you know why. You don't have to ask.
Because you tell me things, and if you didn't, then I wouldn't know, and it would just be.
And you think,
what should I do?
Exactly.
I could think, oh, it's probably me. I've done something.
And real friends are meant to listen. They don't judge you for telling things that could be embarrassing or that you wouldn't share with other people.
Yeah, because if something's happened and you think, well, do I really want to tell anyone or something? But if it was a real friend, they wouldn't laugh at you or embarrass you in any sort of way.
Because I think being a real friend is when you know everything about another person and you still want to be friends with them.
Yeah, that's quite a good point.
It's not oversharing, because friends expect to be told everything, whether it's irrelevant or not. Like, when I told you like 5 million times in one day that frogs could scream.
5 million times? A bit more than that.
It wasn't really.
He kept saying, did you know frogs can scream? And I was like, Emily, you've already told me about 5 times. Why are you telling me this again?
Because his mum told me, and it's like, she actually spoke to me, and I was so excited that the only thing she told me was frogs could scream. So I thought I'd tell you and tell everyone
and then
around.
when we were like standing in groups of people, you said, did you know frogs can scream?
Did you know frogs could scream?
And then you proceeded to tell them all how
frogs could scream.
And the noise. And I said, yeah, I've heard it about 25 times, you get used to it after a while.
Frogs can scream, maybe.
Do you not want to noise again? That is quite funny, Emily. Yes, anyway, back to the subject. If you don't tell your friends anything, it is as good as lying. If you meant to say if you had something going on and you were
something that was obvious, like was
Yeah.
important to you,
and you don't tell them, it's lying. They won't trust you.
especially if they find out from someone else. It's like, well, why didn't you tell me? Do you
Yeah.
not trust me? It's trust issues again,
It
isn't it?
really is, yeah. It's all based on trust, really.
Sometimes though, I suppose you need privacy, not for like ever, not because you're not going to tell someone, just for a while. So you want to get stuff sorted in your own head, in your own sort of mind, before you start talking about it to other people. It's not lying.
Yeah, it's so much better if you tell someone. You automatically tell people though, don't you? It's like,
Yeah, like the frogs all over again.
that's not automatic of you, you just do it to annoy me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you like Emily, if you like best friends with someone, you're not gonna think about telling them, you're just gonna do it anyway.
I suppose you just, like when you got your job interview at the co-op, and you phoned me up and like, I've got a job interview at the co-op.
Oh, I didn't even think about it, I just phoned you straight away.
I've got a job interview at the co-op. Oh.
I was so excited.
And then it was, can I come down so your dad can tell me what to say? Yes, Amy, of course.
Yeah.
It's just what friends do.
Yeah.
When you're that close to
automatic.
someone, you want to tell people everything, because you want to share like everything that happens to you with someone else.
Yeah, you really do.
I think that's good.
I do too, Emily.
Following on from that, this week's weekly question is, should you tell your friends absolutely everything, or are there some things it's okay to keep to yourself? To answer the question, just go onto our bebo site, http://tnlive-kiss.bebo.com, and tune in next week to hear our favourite answer.